My name is Sachin Baid and I hail from India. Currently, I am a second year Masters in Management student at Frankfurt School of Finance and Management, and I specialize in global strategy track. And I'm currently working in society generally in the finance and accounting team. It's been 1.5 years for me now in Frankfurt, and before that, I was working as a process specialist in an edtech company. My background is more about finance and accounting, so I have been involved since high school in that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to my master's right now that is about to end very soon. So yeah. When I dived deep into the curriculum, I got to understand that yeah, this is the right program for me in terms of my learning. It's a 2 year program as well, and the best part was it's as after first semester we have 4 concentrations that I can choose any one of them and I can do my specialization. So it's really helping me a lot in that terms, and hence I decided to choose Frankfurt School. And in meanwhile the process, I would say I was looking out to people, current students, alumni, my seniors through LinkedIn, and I reached out to almost each one of them, and I had a very good response from them. And those people were not just from the my home country but from the native people as well. So it gave me an immense confidence to pursue my master's at Frankfurt School. Also, the curriculum was super nice. And one of the best thing of the curriculum was it's a 3-day model. Frankfurt School has a 3-day model program for Masters in Management where you can study 3 days and the rest of the 3 days you are allowed to work. So in that way, it's a working student position. Personally, for me, it's very helpful as I believe that I was still navigating my career, what I should do and what should I not, and I need time to explore. So it's the best way if you are studying and at the same time you are working as well. You can see that what interests you, what not, and by the time you're graduate, I mean, it's 2 years, you are pretty much clear. So yeah, Frankfurt School was of course a choice, and I would say Frankfurt School was not just about stepping out. It was not just about stepping out of my comfort zone. It was also stepping into a world of opportunity for me. My passion for finance and accounting comes a bit, I would say, from my background from my high school. Since high school, I have been reading commerce, and in my bachelor's also I did my commerce with a major in management. So I was quite interested and I have built the foundations on that. And as Frankfurt is the financial hub of whole of Europe, so it's the best place if you want to start your career maybe in finance, in accounting, or in the related field. So I always wanted to work in a bank, and that is also one of the reasons. So yeah, I mean, that's why my passion along with my background. Yes. I would say the programs has definitely made my expectations. I would say it has beyond my, it was beyond, it is actually beyond my expectations. The first thing I remember when I first step into the class, the diversity of the class is very impressive. I meet people almost all around the world. During the start of my second semester, I also had the chance to visit European Central Bank, and I had the chance to be there whole of evening meeting delegates from highly delegates people. So that was also quite impressive for me. And I would say the school also has a reputed name in the corporate world with its numerous related and networking event, which has also allowed me to expand my network potentially. I would say recently I also had the chance to attend the Bloomberg's annual flagship conference, that is Future of Finance 2023, where the speakers were Federal Ministry of Finance, CEO Goldman Sachs, and CEO Berlin, Germany. I would say this is definitely impossible for me if I was not here in this program or school, I would say. Also, I always wanted something more rather than the academic life, and the Frankfurt School came like just turned out best for me. I would say you just name a hobby and you will find an initiative at Frankfurt School. Our student community is so lively and it's so highlighted here. We have almost 50 plus initiatives, and I am involved in couple of initiatives of my own interests. And so it's the biggest highlight that you're not here for an academic life, but you're also exploring yourself, you're knowing more yourself and becoming better day by day. And one thing I would definitely like to mention is that while I was in Frankfurt School, the one of the again highlight, I would say there are so many highlights honestly, but I also had the chance to represent Frankfurt School across all of prestigious universities in Europe through business games. In I went to HEC Paris for a business game. I went to Munich for a business game. I represented in my school again at Solvay Business School in Brussels. And recently I have been in Saint Anna University at Pisa, Italy for the business game. All these opportunities was very healthy for me. And again, being an international student, it was quite not possible for me financially, but I got the back of Frankfurt School. So it was quite nice for me. And at the end of the day, I would say when I complete my master's almost in my third semester. We also had a study trip to Switzerland where I had the opportunity to visit the KPMG Zurich office and rest of the two startups. So it was quite nice. We saw the scenario of the business world, and yeah, it's really interesting. I would say every professor at Frankfurt School brings something unique to the table, making it quite challenging to spotlight just a few. However, if I have to choose one, I would say Professor Fitza and his module Strategic Management and Professor Kurfi in Resource Allocation module stand out for their exceptional teaching method. Professor Fitzer turns the concept of strategic management into a compelling narrative, bridging the gap between the textbook theory and the strategic challenges we face in the business world. His classes are like a blend of rigorous analysis and practical insight, equipping us with the tool to navigate complex business environments. On the other hand, Professor Kurfi was a visiting professor, and the module was so interesting. Right from the first day, it was not about presentation, text, or books. We made a team of 5 to 6 people and we played a simulation of business where we have to run a company, and it was of 10 rounds, and every round the market dynamics change. And at that day I understand how difficult it is to actually run a company when I was doing this simulation. And at the end of the 10th round we got a quite knowledge about most of the things in business, how it runs, the business fundamentals, and the best method he used to teach us. So it was quite practical, and I would say this two professor has really left a long-lasting impression on my brain. Student council is something very close to my heart. It was once a dream to be a part of the student council even before joining the Frankfurt School. And now I'm being an active part of it. The main inspiration of the student council was I wanted to do something more than my academics. And student council in the Frankfurt School is the best way to do that because it represents the student body towards the universities, institution, faculty, administration, as well as outside of the university. So I thought that why should not I try for that? Although it was very tough for me because student council runs an election, people from all over the world in the university stands for it, and it was quite difficult, but I'm really thankful to my peers that they voted for me and I took over the student engagement department at Frankfurt School. So my role is generally all the initiatives at the Frankfurt School. I generally have a look on that. If someone wants to open a new initiative, they come us, they pitch us their idea, and we see the feasibility, we approve the finances for that, and we basically make it happen, the idea that is in your head to the practical in the school. So it's one of my inspiration. And second, I would say that when I haven't joined even Frankfurt School, I had a lot of questions, trouble that was troubling me with my life at Frankfurt School. So I reached out to one of the two co-member, that is student council member, and he was at that time in the New York attending an MUN conference. I wrote him over Instagram and he immediately responded me, and after that after 15 minutes we had a video call where he answered almost all my queries, and he assured me if I have anything further I can get back to him. So in the middle of the night, I would say this sheer act of dedication has instilled a power on me that I also want to be to part of student council to help others and to grow more. So yeah, this was my journey to student council, and it's about to end right now. My term is about to end, and I'm a bit nostalgic about that. Student council really impacts, I would say, every student at the Frankfurt School, and not just the MIM student, as it's the voice of the students to the administration and the vice versa. If anyone wants to open any initiative, we help them. We check if the idea is feasible. We have a student council has the opening hours where any student can come in, walk in, talk to us. They need any help, especially the voice of the students is really heard, because in every decision making process in the university, student council is always involved. And the idea behind that is they also need someone from the student side, so that the decision whatever made is in the university, it's a mutual decision. So in a way, whatever decision is taken, we represent the student side, and almost we cater every need. So it's very nice. We also do numerous semester ending party, semester closing party whenever we get time, and one is coming soon. So yeah, it's really nice. And personally for me, student council has really helped me grow a lot. If I see myself as a student, yes, it's indeed helped me. Being in the student council also allowed me to reach one more milestone at the Frankfurt School, I would say. I have been recently given the Presidential Effort Spirit Award at Frankfurt School, and I'm really helpful for that. And it would never been possible if I would say if I was not in student council maybe, or not involved in the student council in a way. So yeah. My career plans have not changed, but it has shaped. Because before joining, I was very confused. I wanted to try this, I wanted to try that. I was like directionless. I knew that I have my interest in this things, but I was a bit confused. So as a whole, Frankfurt School has really helped me to shape my career plans. I recently started working as a working student in finance field in the Society Generale, and it's been almost 1.5 months now. And before that, I did my summer internship at Deloitte Consulting as a tech and strategy intern, and it really again helped me to understand the world of consulting. But prior to that, I would say before coming to Frankfurt School, I was not very keen, if even it was my interest. I was working as a process specialist. But when I stepped into the Frankfurt School, I had lots of chances to meet the career services team. I spent numerous hours with them, reframing my CV, aligning how my interest gonna align with what I wanted to do. So in that way, it shaped. And I would say it's like a compass. The career service has been a compass to me, to my career goals. So it has really shaped a lot. And right now, I'm continuing in the field of finance and accounting. Frankfurt is the place to be, because if I say about the financial hub, if you're looking not just the financial part, but I'm saying that if you're looking in something into finance after maybe New York or Paris, Frankfurt is the place to be. It's the financial hub. You have a lot of exposures here. All the international brands, companies are here. Frankfurt is again quite international, and European Central Bank is also here. So it has the place itself has a good role to play. From my understanding, I also have seen that my friends whom I met over the business game in Brussels, in Belgium, and in fact Paris, they after their graduation try to migrate to Germany or Frankfurt because of more opportunities and because of the hike in salary, I would say. That's one biggest point. And I have seen that Frankfurt School students generally, the base salary they start is very good in terms of what people migrate to that. So it's very easy, adaptable, and convenient compared to other places, in my opinion. I've been here for 1.5 years now, and I would say the rule of thumb is you never see a language to be a problem or a barrier, because if you see like that, it was always gonna be barrier. You are here in a land where the local language is spoken, like here it's German. So it's important to learn it. I would say even before coming, start with the basics. After coming here, you can dive more into that. Frankfurt School also give free German classes to all its students. That's also really nice. It's also helped me to adapt to the language, and it's important because right now where I'm working, it's or you maybe if you're working anywhere, you will need a little bit of German language to get mixed with your colleagues, to hang out with them, and even if your work is in English, but the language plays a really important role. So I would say sooner or later you have to start, and if you are planning to maybe stay at Germany doing a full-time job, so you will need it. So yeah, language is important. Today, right now, after almost my graduation is about to take place, like after 6, 8 months, I always have this thought that what if I didn't come to Frankfurt School? Because I have learned a lot. It has really shaped me a lot from the very first day. The people were really nice to me, the administration were really nice to me, and student life. If anyone is looking for a student life, Frankfurt School is place to be, because you can really live your student life. There are a lot and lot of opportunities. Also, there is a very good thing that Frankfurt School has. Frankfurt School has a very really good industrial connections with corporates. So it also happened that when you are going to an interview, the interviewer on the other side happens to be a Frankfurt School alumni. So it didn't came to me as a shock, but it was quite surprising. So yeah, I mean, you go everywhere, you will like everywhere, every company, you will find someone from the Frankfurt School. So in that way, the alumni and network is definitely one of the biggest asset, I would say, of Frankfurt School.